Good morning, you guys. I just finished filming a tutorial for you on this look. Very sexy, very smoky. Why did I film this? Simply because I'm getting back into makeup tutorials. I have a couple more filmed that I'm gonna be posting later throughout the week into next week. I wanted to advertise this or market it kind of as like a Halloween fall look. I feel like you can wear this with a lot of different Halloween costumes if you're just looking for something sexy and grunge. So if you want to see how I got this, then keep on watching. But I gotta stay strong. Stella and I are heading to town to pick up lipstick because I need a specific lipstick shade, and I literally don't own hardly any makeup anymore. The only options I have for makeup shopping are CVS and Walmart. So we're gonna go to CVS. See all the mouth and love me like a sailor. I'm gonna leave the car on for Stella because it went up to 72 degrees and I just wanna make sure she's okay. Well, I spent way more money than I intended to. I really had no intention of getting a foundation, but I haven't worn foundation in years. So I just wanted to see how this one might work. All my clear complexion makeup. And from Milani, I got this lip liner. It's just like a dark plum shade. It's literally in the shade Sugar Plum. And then I got this brown lipstick. And then from this brand, I think it's called Black Retro or Black Revolution. It's BR, but on the lipstick itself, it doesn't have the full name of the brand. It just says BR. I just didn't know what I wanted. That's why I got them all. Meant to if it was you, baby. Okay, we just got back home from CVS. Let's get into this. I showed you guys this. I picked this up at CVS this morning. Let's see how this goes. I know nothing about this brand. I liked the packaging and it was cruelty free. So I put 2 pumps on the back of my hand. I also just kind of guessed on the color. I chose 300 Naked. I no longer own a beauty blender or any sort of makeup sponge, and I was actually gonna pick up the e.l.f. sponge at CVS, but I forgot. So I'm just gonna do a few little dots on my face like this. I'm applying it to my face rather than picking it up with the brush because I don't want the brush to absorb a lot of product right off the bat. And then this is just a large stippling brush. This is the only brush that I own right now that I think would do the best job at applying foundation. I love the way it feels applying foundation with a stippling brush. I haven't tried this technique in a really long time. First impression, I don't have a mirror in front of me, so I can't see how good it looks, but it's blending out very easily, I think. I do think this shade is a little too light for me though. I literally feel like I have never put makeup on in my life. I forgot primer. I've been using this primer recently. It's the Thank Me Later face primer by Elizabeth Mott. It's like a pore filling blurring primer. Usually I would do that first, but I forgot. Anyways, it's not the end of the world. Oh my god, I look like a fucking ghost. Bottle, doesn't it look darker in the bottle? I'm gonna add a little bit of my Typology tinted serum. This is in the shade number 3. So this should add, you can already tell that looks a lot darker. This should add some color back to my face. Typically I would apply this with my hands, but I'm just gonna stick with this stippling brush. I don't feel the need to go like straight up underneath my eyes because I don't really mind if that part is lighter. I like to highlight there anyways. Whoa. Actually, this is layering really, really beautifully. I can't believe I haven't worn foundation in this long. So this video is probably going to be posted. I've been filming actually quite a few makeup tutorials, but I'm going to be posting this one before the others. Also, this is my Typology concealer in the shade number 2. This is like a medium coverage. It's not full coverage, but anyways. And I would say that foundation is like a medium coverage, but I feel like it could be buildable. I don't know because I only did 1 layer. I'm posting this tutorial before all the others because, like I said, I want this to be like a 2-in-1. I want you guys to be able to use this as a sexy going out date night makeup look, or even as your little Halloween makeup look. That's what I'm gonna be doing. I'm going out on a date tonight, and I'm also using this as like a practice run for my Halloween makeup. Cream blush. This is from ColourPop, and it is in the shade Picnic Time. So I just start off by using my fingers to kind of get the product where I want it. And then I'm gonna go in with my stippling brush again. Translucent powder. This is from Laura Mercier, and it's the honey color. It's not just the pure translucent one. I'm using this angled powder brush, whatever. So last night, Jared and I we decided a couple days ago that we're gonna go to Las Vegas for Halloween. I wanted an outfit for us just in case we maybe found, it's Vegas, I'm sure lots of people are gonna be dressed up. So last night we were on Amazon and we decided we're gonna be pirates. So this makeup look is gonna probably, I feel like a pirate look can go one of two ways. It can be like matte and grungy and dark. I think of like Johnny Depp in Pirates of the Caribbean and how he's a little dirty, grungy. That's why I think of that first look. Or I envision a pirate like with treasure and gold, and then that makes me want to do like a gold shimmery look. So I don't know yet which one we'll do. Anyways, this is Max Mineralized Skin Finish in Dark Deepest. I use this as bronzer, and this is also gonna warm up my face a little bit. Say we didn't. If your friends ask if you hit it, you can tell them I'll admit it. I wear that. So I am not sure if I want to go in with blush, because the only blush I have right now is NARS Orgasm. There is a little bit still in there. I forgot to get more blush today. But the reason why is because this is pink and shimmery, and I just don't think that is the vibe for what I'm going for. Man, I wish I had a highlight. Actually, I think I can make this work. So this is the Urban Decay Naked Half Baked little mini palette. I'm gonna take this shade right here. It's the shade called Half Baked. I'm gonna take this teeny light, a little tiny brush, and I'm gonna try to only pick up that color, but I don't know. We're just gonna see if I can dust this a little bit as like a highlight. That is actually very beautiful. I'll have to show you guys the makeup in the sunlight once we're done. I'm gonna take a little bit with my finger. I'm gonna go back in with the brush that I used to apply my bronzer. I'm not adding additional product, just whatever's left over is gonna help me blend my highlight. Before I get started on the eyes, I feel like I need to swatch the lipsticks that I got, because this is, ooh, that's so pretty. Oh, cool. This is like a retractable lip liner. Those are the 4 lip colors I got. We'll see what we can do with them. But I wanted to see them just so I could better plan out the eyeshadow. I'm sitting here looking at my options and I'm like, I don't plan shit. I just do shit and see what happens. So I'm going back in with the bronzer. This is gonna act as my base eyeshadow. I don't know if you can see, but I'm literally drawing a triangle right here. This shape works really well for my eyes. It helps lift my eyes. When I apply makeup to other people, I actually follow a similar technique because I feel like it's very flattering. Okay, I feel bad doing this because I'm going to be using 2 different palettes, but I'm going to take that Urban Decay palette again and take the shade Buck Off, and I'm going to apply this directly over top of that first shade. This is just going to add a little bit more color. Huda Beauty Warm Brown Obsessions palette. I'm going to take this plum color. I'm using the same brush for all 3 of these crease shades, except this shade I'm not applying across my whole crease like I did those first 2. This one I'm just going to focus in the outer third of my crease. And I'm focusing this actually more on my lid, like the outer third of my lid, than the other 2 shades, and just very lightly blending it into the crease. This will be blended out, so don't worry. I'm gonna actually share with you a really great tip that I've used my entire life of makeup to clean up eyeshadow like that. Before I add more, I'm gonna take my powder brush. This is the little hack that I was talking about. I'm gonna do this a handful of times, but I'm gonna hold it kind of just like this and just sweep right here. This will help direct my eyeshadow more up, clean up anything that might have gotten flicked out towards my temple, and it helps me to keep both eyes even. First of all, do you see that? The before? After? You saw that, right? That is my shit. I think we will now take the darkest purple, that is this one, this side of the brush, so you can see this side is fluffier, this side's a bit more dense. This is the Anastasia brush that comes in the eyeshadow palettes. I'm pretty sure they still come in the palettes. I don't know. This is like 10 years old. And just start packing this on the outer third some more, just to build more definition. We're gonna blend it out after, so just pack the color on first. And if you don't have this exact palette, you can just use like whatever the fuck you have. Use like warm browns, maroons, you can even use black if you want. You can switch out the shades but use the same technique that I'm using to achieve like the same look, just in a different color. Does that make sense? So I know that looks a little crazy right now. I'm gonna go in with this side, but I'm gonna wipe off any extra products, just trying to keep this concentrated but blending it out a little bit. While I'm blending it, I'm gonna go in with that lighter plum just to help melt it into the crease shade some more. Something so real. Exact same technique that I did, holding the angled brush like this, sweeping, clean blending brush. This is going to help. I'm literally blending my eyebrow nearly because that's how high up the crease shade went. I love a good dark smoky look like this. We just need to amp up the smokiness on the lower lash line. I don't know, I'm gonna start off, actually I'm gonna blend the two plum shades with the denser side of the brush and lightly start smudging this on the outer third, give or take. Halloween costumes that I think would really go well with this smoky, grungy look. Pirate, that's what I'm planning on being. Vampire could work. If you don't want to do creepy makeup, this can be used as anything to make your costume maybe more sexier, maybe. I think I'm gonna combine my two ideas. This would have just been like the blown out smoky look that I was the one look that I was talking about. And then I also mentioned doing like gold as like a different look, but I think I'm gonna just combine them. If you want to leave it matte, maybe add some eyeliner or don't, whatever you want. Bottom mascara or don't, you don't have to. I know that's gross to some people, but it's not gross to me. So anyways, the shade I'm using is Breadwinner from this Naked palette. Shimmery shades like this go on a bit more pigmented when the brush is a little damp. Now because I have eyelash extensions on, and shimmery eyeshadows typically give you fallout, I am really trying to pack this onto my eyelid and not sweep it too much. So as I'm getting higher up in my crease, there's less product on here, and that's when I'm starting to flick it just a little bit. Just gonna take this eyeshadow brush. It doesn't have additional product on it, but it might have a little bit of leftover product. And I'm just lightly doing a sweep across my crease and kind of where the shimmer meets the dark. I'm not pulling the shimmer into the matte, I'm flicking the matte into the shimmer. Just for shits and gigs, I'm gonna do one more of these. I'm gonna just take this matte off-white shade just for a very subtle highlight, nothing too crazy, and then whatever's left over, just a very light touch under my brow bone. The only thing to finish up my eyes, just a little bit of bottom mascara. This is Too Faced Better Than Sex. I love chunky bottom mascara. So I start off with one coat, then I'm gonna go in with a very, very light second coat just for extra clumps. That's it for the eyes. Now, actually, this is kind of in the eye region. My eyebrows are laminated and tinted, so I'm not gonna put makeup on them today. There's a link if you want to go see how I do that. The part that I'm most anxious and most excited for is lips, because I feel like I am very comfortable with a bold eye even after a very long time of not having one, but bold lips never really was my comfort zone. I'm gonna start off just with this lip mask. I use just a really little amount of this if I'm gonna put something on top, but if I'm using this on its own, I put much more and it gives me this very beautiful gloss. I have this linked on my Amazon storefront, and I also have a discount code. This isn't sponsored, but I do have a discount code. I'm gonna start with the Milani lip liner. I'm gonna squiggle it up in the center. I have a new idea. I am just gonna take the lipstick, the brown. That's like super, super dark, super pigmented. I'm gonna take my thing, kind of blot it a little bit. I think that was all I wanted to do. I bought 4 new lipsticks and just to use one. I feel much better. I think that tank top was throwing me off because it was such a similar color to my lipstick. The contrast is really doing it for me. I'm going to add a couple of loose curls to my hair. I have talked about this quite a bit on Instagram, but I dyed my hair recently for the first time in nearly 10 years. But I never take pills. Phone full of options, bank full of bills. I'm just taking like medium to big sections. I don't really care. I'm getting so much better at this. Also, this video is not sponsored, but I was sent this curling iron from the company Tymo. I love this. I'll link it just in case you guys want to check it out, but it's not sponsored. Okay, I'm gonna let the curls cool and I'm gonna bring you guys downstairs so I can show you the outfit. Here's the outfit. Shoes are from Viva. Viva? I've worked with this brand before. This video isn't sponsored, but they did send them to me, so I do have discount information if you guys want to check out these boots. They're beautiful and they're made with plastic water bottles. Jeans I got on Poshmark. They're Levi's. Belt is from Free People. Sweater is from Anthropology. I love this sweater. It has flowers and butterflies on it. It's so pretty. That's it for this video. I hope that you guys liked it. I hope that you are inspired to try this for more than one occasion. Like I said, Halloween, date night, and I hope you guys have a good day and I'll see you later.